morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are here and we are live on a Thursday. It's members' time. Good to see you all. Wrong screen, fist bump. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, I was getting my hands dirty before getting on, so I thought I'll just pick up with this while we swing the door open, get comfy. We've got some MFL players to sign from the members today as well. But we're coming out of a bit of a midweek where we've had some success. We've got a wee bit of essence coming our way. And, you know, things are on the up and up. Sadly, we've got no challenger until game week 47, which is a bit of a bummer. But coming into the weekend, I've already did my first kind of salvo, my first kind of draft. Going hard after the championship. This game week with no in-season competitions for my my in-season boys. The Prem stuff, we've moved that into rare, which is cool. But yeah, I kind of was... So if you've caught the Road to Glory video, you'll kind of know what's going on already. But I have got us into triple braze and double Oirazabal territory. So I am now... I think we're fully cooking. You know, I was looking at this last team here and thinking, like, Turientes is on to play. Yangel Herrera, when he's into play, he could play. But I would maybe like a Sergio Gomez in here, just as a wee cover, a wee option. But yeah, maybe we'll see how cheap he is. Maybe I'll DJ into that today. We won the Mecca, so this weekend Bundesliga's looking really fun, which is good crack. Backup teams, kind of whatever. I bought a Sabitzer. Well, I traded Dardar and Reader, and some of the Premier League guys that were under £1 at limited that nobody was buying to Pavel, and we got a Sabitzer. So we've got like a triple Dortmund kind of midfield thing. Maybe I'll buy a Joe Bellingham or something as well, and we'll just always have Dortmund midfield as maybe part of the thing. We'll see how it goes. Champ, I've got one D1 and 3 D2s which I've managed to build, which the D1 I'm hyped for, man. It looks like a great team on paper. I like the rest of my lineups too. The quality does run a bit, you know, it gets a bit sketchy by team 3 and 4, but I really like the options for the most part we've got in the key areas, midfield and attack. We've got a wee under 23 D2 effort. See how that goes. And then All-Star, I've got 4 D1s again, and what a game week for it, by the way. I have got smashing talent all over the place. Yeah, buzzing for it. 4 D1s. Hopefully, man, we get a bunch of guys to fly really high. Really looking forward to it. But I've not built any limited teams in terms of Champ and or All-Star, and these will be the ones where we try and win some essence for some giveaway action. So we go to Champ first of all, and we go to limited. I can play a full Sociedad rig. They're playing Barca, so it's kind of like just back in Sociedad. We've got 3 Champ keepers, so I think I will do... pardon me, we've got 4 actually. I think I will do a Sociedad, not in Division 2, that's the highest division we have, so we'll make this the best team we can, and then we'll do the Sociedad one just to select those cards, and then we'll fill out the rest we can thereafter. I'm looking at Dimitrescu and Anthony Lopez. I'm probably going to go for Anthony Lopez just because he's got a good kind of AA background. Jonathan Tah for Bayern, Joki Anderson. Yeah, I think we've got some safe centre-backs we could just take now. I don't know how Bayern are going to do against Leipzig. They should dominate, they should win, but it's definitely one of those games that I don't think you want to commit everything to it. Baumgartner is on the other side of that, and I would quite like to put him in this team actually. We've got Gross, we've got Matoma. They're both at Brighton. That could be a fun little... Yeah, we could go Gross, Matoma, Bernie. That could be fun. Who else do we have? FDJ. Yeah, I think FDJ and Llorente are going to be in this team, aren't they? Yeah, FDJ, Llorente. Let's see who we still have up front. Yeah, nobody that inspiring. Tate could be amazing Premier League debut. I could see it happening. We've got Broby as well, who will play against Palace. Could be a good game for him to get a goal. I may actually back Tati on this one. We do have still a Cherky lying around. Maybe, yeah, it's for giveaway, isn't it? Let's just slam the Cherky in here for you guys. We'll take him off the market when we do this. And then, yeah, the final man. There was somebody I was kind of half looking at here. There's a Grealish limited we could maybe use for some banter. Oh, yeah, Bernie. That's who it was. I don't mind that. And then Captain Cherky. Yeah, I like that. Wee bit of D2 action. And then we'll fill in the D3s that we have. We'll just put Sociedad together just to put them together. John Martin, Aramburu will be our defence, which is good fun. And then we've got... Right, so midfield, I think we want Sergio Gomez, Braze, and Guedes. Yeah. Sergio Gomez. Oh no, let's put Braze on this side for the symmetry. Sergio, fullbacks on this side's a wee bit all over the place, but yeah, Oyarzabal, and then Guedes we want. So we're not playing Soler. Yeah, so we're playing Sergio over Soler for this one. I don't mind that. Captain Oyarzabal, and then if Sociedad beat Barca, then you know maybe a bit of essence for giveaway action to you guys. So we've all got a reason to back Sociedad, whether you like it or not. This game week. Right, Dimitrievski or Luis Jr. I think I'm going to go Dimitrievski. Nice backup keeper action. Oh, we could maybe do a wee bit of Valencia. Not sure we've got a second defender. We do collection wise, but they're not playing anyway, so we couldn't do the quasi one. We've got Urco playing Girona. We've got Pacheco. We've got Zubeldia. We've got some guys we could use. Yeah, nobody really great though. I'd love Cancelo to be starting against Sociedad. I just don't think that's on the cards though. Let's have a wee peek at our pals in Spain. What do they think? They've got Ferran. Almost 50-50. Yeah, I don't think we'll touch that for this team. Yeah, our defence options down here aren't too fun, are they? I think I'm maybe going to go Zubeldia. Yeah, this is actually kind of tricky. I'll maybe double back to this. Who do we have in midfield? Oh yeah, we've got Baumgartner. We've got Ferran. Yeah, we've got some Almeida. Yeah, so there's a Valencia play. Let's put Almeida in there. I like the thought of Baumgartner. We've got Ferran. We've got Soler. Oh, we could do a wee bit of funny Valencia, couldn't we? That could be fun. Matoma. I want Matoma in a fun team. I think I would put Matoma into this team because I think his score could match up with these lads quite nicely. Baumgartner and Ferran are still... Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Matoma here. Striker, I think we need to go Tati. Or we go Mohamed Ali Cho. Against Toulouse. Yeah, they're not really a good position there. Broby for Sunderland. Nicholas Kuhn is meant to play. I'm not sure I see that. So in and out the team. Shea Adams is playing Roma. What is the Valencia team? I think Guerra starts this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've used all these guys somewhere. Hugo Duro and Sadiq. Ah, yeah. Bloody Sadiq is back in the picture. Who the hell's Pompadour? Yeah, we could play Hugo Duro, but it's a bit sketchy. Do we have a Sadiq? Yeah, we got unlimited Sadiq. Against Getafe. That's the sort of team he'd score against, isn't it? I'm going to go with Tati if he's on to play. 90% on. Yeah, Tati against Tottenham feels like a Tati goal, doesn't it? Yeah, if he's nailed to play. We finally won in the cup. Honestly lost for words. Points gap. Additional notes. Bonus save. Tati wasn't great. Tati's going to play. That's fine. And then yeah, Baumgartner at home to Bayern or away to Sociedad for Ferran. I'm going to go Ferran, I think. And then maybe, does it make the defender choice a bit nicer, a bit easier? Yeah, we're not going to take Zubeldia anymore, are we? Because he's playing as Ferran. And we'll just try and stay away from that. So yeah, maybe looking at Urco against Girona. Defender card playing in midfield. Yeah, I might just do that. Robbo Burnley, don't think he's on. Tapsoba, Kim and J. What about Bayern? Yeah, all over the place as far as I'm concerned. No Limer. I fancy Goretzka. I've not used Goretzka anywhere. Pacheco against Madrid. At least Urco's at home. Yeah, let's take Urco. And then captain... I'm going to go Captain Matoma. So we've not used Goretzka anywhere. Would I put LG into this team? No, not particularly. Yeah, okay. Well, would I put him into this team? No, not particularly. Okay, we can use him in the last. Oh, but we've got Baumgartner still to use, don't we? So we've got Luis Jr. Defense is really ropey. I think we're looking at Pacheco and Zubeldia. Yeah, we are. Pacheco, Zubeldia in midfield. Yeah, I'm probably going to go Baumgartner. We'll get Baku. I don't know if I want to double up on that. If Nkunku was nailed to play, that could be fun. And then we do have like Ivan Martin, Pascal Gross. How much Brighton has he been back for? Yeah, he's not really been back much yet to do yeah, against City. Sorry if you can hear the kid. He's going to Bilibas. I'm tempted by Gross. Maybe McGinn. Lamar. Oh, Sabi. And maybe, well, we just throw Timo Weah in as the striker here. He is playing. He is getting AA. Just needs those decisives. Which is wing back. I don't know how much. I don't know how likely he's on for it. Let's check Kuhn. Is Kuhn going to play? What do the papers think? I'll catch up with the chat in a second to see he's all there. Oh, we've still got the bloody midweek to go before we'll get the Italian papers. Yay! I love how they do that. Yeah, there's nobody really languishing at the bottom here. It's kind of Broby, Cho, or Weah. Weah's teams just get the biggest chance of success, and if it's a goal fest, it's not a big ask for him to be involved, and it's somehow. And then final man. I'd love to play like a Kang in here, but or even in Nkunku. If I knew Nkunku was going to play, it doesn't look like he is, but he can still score from the bench. It is Lecce. We've still got McGinn to play against Everton at home. Yeah, that could be a wee bit underrated, by the way. This is quite a strong team. The defence is a bit flaky. Maybe just go Captain McGinn for the Bants. Yusuf, I would say it sounds smart to sit it out. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Do you think Lucas Perry will play? Oh, I don't know. Not really been follow Leeds Guff Farm. Afternoon, Thomas Ronyan, Liam Pev, good to see you. We'll get onto your streaks in a wee moment, buddy. That's our champ giveaway lineups. So anything that these guys win, we give away. Cards, essence, anything, you name it. Yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to that. And then we might have an all-star team or two to throw out. We've got 1D1. Oh, this could be fun. How many keepers do we have left? None. Oh. Any hedges? Paul Lopez. And who would even be left over? We've got Talaverov. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I wonder if that last team would be worth binning. We could upgrade the defence to have Talaverov and El Karauni in it. What would we need as the goalkeeper? Midfield, I don't think there's any upgrade possibilities here than the champ guys that we had available. I don't see any other like non-champ options. Okay, so we're looking at the same midfield, which is okay. And then up front, we could play O rather than David. Could play Karamoko. Could play a Jetty. Yeah, I think that might. I don't know if it's. Let's go backwards to go forwards quickly. Champ. The best team, the Sociedad team, a pretty good team. And then, yeah, a bit of a long shot. Alright, let's just delete that. That's fine. And then let's go to All-Star. Limited D1. And we'll put Luis Jr. in here. The El Karauni, which is still to be given away. Talaverov. Is there anyone better? Bright Ori and B doesn't really score good. Koffer is... Nah. Let's go Talaverov. Mika Marmal's first versus second. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. If we look into midfield, yeah, Baumgartner can play into this team. McGinn, I would probably fancy being at home and such. I could throw him into this team. Is he on Martin at home? No, he's away. Yeah, let's go McGinn. And then up front, we've got O. And then the final player, we can take... Ooh. Good. By the way, Borja Signs, is he not on to play? I thought he was. Updated 14 hours ago. Thiago Silva in. Rosario suspended. Martin broke his nose. So they're going to play Pepe over Signs, really? Do we maybe play Signs on even from the bench? Yeah, so I like Signs. We also have like Nkunku and Sudakov and such in that kind of vein, but we're after somebody that could pop, even if they're coming off the bench. And Borja's maybe the best shout. Sean Forbes, thanks for picking up your season ticket. Nice change of profile pick as well, mate. Will Skov Olsen be successful in the SPFL? Yes. Yeah, Sean, let's do it. I'll have a wee look at that in a minute, mate. My exact position in Bundesliga? Yeah, skipping the game week. Also, Prem Streak 5 this weekend. Ooh. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, so final man. Goretzka against Leipzig maybe starts. Doesn't look like it on inside, but the German papers have him at the moment. Could play like a Martin or a Gross. Yeah, the guys down here aren't too exciting. Oh, Sabitzer. Yeah, Sabitzer. Yeah, we like that. 3 goal scoring midfielders at home. I think you have to captain El Karauni here. There we go. Let's see if we can win something for you guys with that. Awesome. So I got a package today, and this was from Sorare. And where's the wee card went for it? I opened this when I was on the Celtic stream earlier, and it says on it "Happy Holidays." So this is our Christmas gift from Sorare, 15th of January, which is quite cool. And thank you. This is what it says on it. I'll let you, in case you want to pause it and read it for yourself. But thank you for your continued support and trust throughout the year. To celebrate the journey we've shared together, we're delighted to offer you a special edition Sorare ball, a unique keepsake crafted with care and appreciation. Your passion and commitment continue to inspire us, and we look forward to building even more greatness together in 2026. Best wishes for a wonderful holiday season, the Sorare team. Thanks again. Happy holidays. And then, do you have a wee look at the ball? It's not inflated yet, so I'll need to pump it up. But it came in this cool bag, and actually, this is quite a cool wee bag. You can't really do much with it. But there's also wee pieces of plastic that came into it. And these can click together, and it's like a stand for the ball. And this is the ball. It says it here. I need to kind of inflate it properly so you can see it, but you'll see there it says Sorare X Kyla or something, so that's like the designer. And it's like a cool, unique ball. The funny thing about it, I've actually just thrown the box away, but on the address label for it was Richard Masters at the Premier League. So I thought this was going to be like Premier League merch, or like maybe it's going to be used in the Premier League or something. It feels like it came from the Premier League, but it doesn't say anything like that on it anywhere. But we've got a special ball. My missus can ask me about that, and sorry, but yeah, I thought I'd share that with you all. So yeah, happy holidays, Sorare. Thanks for the ball. And once we get some sort of new setup sorted, I'll have the wee display stand. I'll have the ball. Maybe get some cool signatures on it over the remainder of our career doing this stuff. So that could be a fun little thing to do. But yeah, I'm all set for the game week now. There might be some changes, some cuts, some nips and tucks between now and deadline, just with player availability and whatever. But I think I'm pretty set for the game week. I'm quite chuffed. Yeah, I think I was going to have a wee peek at Sergio Gomez Limiteds. Should be cheap as chips. And then is there a special one? Now we could get a Halloween one. We don't have any Halloween representation in the Sociedad collection. There's what I'm after. There's a golden ball one, 20 quid. I think I might buy on sale in season limited. There's a wee glitch one there, a wee glitch team. Yeah, I think I want to buy that. The ball one's cool, but I'm not paying. Yeah, I'm going to buy this. I know I should probably stick with Turientes and play the numbers and whatever, but I'm going to play the combos more than anything on this one. So let's have a wee quick edit on that. Because by having one of those digital ones, yeah, I could put them into this team. Now, it kind of screws me on XP, but they're both in Division 3, so I kind of care a wee bit more about how it looks. There we go. Oh, and by the way, with Sadiq moving, he could be a fun little piece. There we go. Awesome. Feeling a lot better. So we've got triple Braze, double Kubo, double Guedes, double Oyarzabal, triple Sergio, so we've got a defender one for him. Double Martin. I think we've got all the combos we would want. Braze, Kubo, Oyarzabal is twice. One centre back, one Sergio Gomez. No, the total opposite of those three: Sergio Gomez, Soler, and Guedes. But we bring in Aaron Barrow, fullback, and then we've got Sergio and Guedes repeating, but we've got Braze rather than Soler, and we've got John Martin rather than Aaron Barrow. Different goalkeepers. Yeah, this one's playing Real Madrid. This one's playing Valencia. But no, I like that. I'm really excited now. I think we've got all the combos we would want. Buzz, right, let's go and see what you guys are up to. We had Liam Pev in the chat, first of all. Quinny, can you take a look at my Prem gallery after a recent move of trading my champ cards to Prem in season? Also, if I was to go for Challenger Limiteds, which are the best teams to target? So we'll put Pev up first. There we go. And then after that, we had Sean. If you could have a brief view of Prem Limited this weekend, happy to buy anyone. Nice. Sean Thorpe, FF Thinker. We'll just get stuck into it. There you are. And we've got some MFL players to buy as well. Oh, well, I'll maybe send some offers for that now, before we get stuck into this. And I maybe get... Nice. 2 seconds. Yeah, let's do that just now. Yeah, let's do these offers for the MFL boys now so that they get in post-haste rapid pronto. Oh crap, I need to do tactics for tonight as well actually. Right, let's have a peek. All name. So we've got one here. Atlee. Nyland. Oh, a centre back. Nice. Not sure how much percentage we've got left, by the way. And then the other... Oh, no. Maybe... Cespedes. RT, this guy. that's one. A Cam. Novak. Alexander Novak. The 12 matches thing, I need to... Oh, come on. I think some of these are a wee bit... Naranjo. Naranjo. And he has a 76 centre back. This one here. I think I've got a contract offer that we sent there for a 69 centre back that we're going to cancel. Nyland, yeah, let's cancel that. Yeah, that should work out nicely. I'm not sure we can fit them all in with what's left. 86. It's basically 12 there. Okay. Still don't have a backup keeper. Oh, Hafner, not him. Kuhlman. Cancel. Figuera. Cancel. Bustamante. Cancel. Madzihadze. Cancel. Right, who else did we have? Any more players? I think there was another few. So let me scroll back for a second. I think I have just about, oh no, maybe not, there's a Ortega Moreno chat, I think, yeah, there was no, Novak, we've got him. Naranjo, we've got him. Nyland, yep, Subsedes. I think we've got all the guys. Yeah, I think we've got all the guys. Cancel the Vera. Yeah, we've got Vera, a 69 centre back or something now, don't we? No, I don't mind that. I don't mind it. If we need percentage and stuff, I will. It's these 2.5s. It's all these wee match ones that tighten everything up for me. Shooters rejected. No. Right, okay. We'll come back to that if we need to. Alright, Pev, let's have a peek. So let me read the comment one more time. Look at my Prem gallery after a recent move of trading champ cards to Prem in seasons. And if you're going to do Challenger, what would you think? So let's have a, is it all Prem rare? I think it is. Maybe not. Yeah, still at one or two loose ends, but it doesn't really matter, does it? And then let's go to new. So recent moves. Pedro Neto, seen that in the chat. The Cole Palmer as well. What a get, by the way. Huge W, that one. Hinchape, Sells, Declan Rice. Nice moves. Yeah, so this is the latest kind of crop, isn't it? Both the Forest keepers. Nice additions for them as well. Bukayo Saka, Raya, Garner. Yeah, this is really good, man. Really, really good. And on top of your base of like Sunderland guys, there's an Elliot Anderson in here. You've got a Kelleher, handcuffed also. Thiago's been on form. Reece James has been one of your bigger cards for most of the season. Jack Grealish classic, for what it's worth. Yeah, man, this is a good build. nice kind of solid. You've got a Van Dijk classic, Foden, Bruno G, even a Pickford for obviously Sunderland, Lost Son. This is really cool, really good. Let's have a look at it per position. So we've got 9 keepers, a bunch of handcuffs. Yeah, Arsenal handcuff, Forest handcuff, Brentford handcuff, Sunderland handcuff, and then classic picks. Very nice. You've got that champ flex, obviously, which is why you've got like a Marusic and one or two other guys like that. I see Jose Gaia, Kolasinac, whatever. But yeah, for 4 teams, you've got an Arsenal double, you've got a James, you've got your Sunderland guys, and then you've still got the likes of classic Van Dijk. So for 4 in-season teams, I think your options are sweet. In midfield, Garner, Rice, Anderson, 3 of the best. Xhaka are right up there also. Classic Grealish is fun to use. Lafie's fun to use. And yeah, you're maybe a wee bit classic. I guess, yeah, we'll see how we're doing for classic forwards. It's probably not going to be an issue with all the in-season goalkeepers you have. But Van Dijk needs to be in a team. I don't know if you're always going to pick Pickford. Yeah, so you're always going to use a classic mid. That's fine, essentially, except for the Van Dijk team, where possible. So yeah, I don't mind that. You're becoming quite explicit in exploiting that. You've got Thiago, you've got Garner, Neto, Saka, great forward options, which is something Sunderland haven't had. And the in-season mids you've got are cool. But yeah, having that flexibility on 3 teams to play Grealish, Foden, Bruno if you wanted is bro. Actually, very nice build, very neatly wound. Yeah, very neatly wound. I really like this. I'm not sure how you would add to it in any way, other than maybe like one more Arsenal defender. Maybe not Saliba because of the price, but who's the other one? Maybe a Timber or something like that. Just because you know what it's like. Like Gab Mag plays all the time. Hinchapi feels like he's in the now. But yeah, oh, he's maybe injured for this weekend. But yeah, like I don't know, Calafiore. Like, could you just cover that Arsenal defence with one more player? It's maybe the only thing I could think of looking at it. Midfield, maybe you get one more guy. It's in season, but otherwise it's tickety-boo, mate. Really, really like the build. Yeah, Saliba or Timber. Could you get one of them in? I know Saliba's probably mega priced. What does a Timber look at? Oof, no, take that back. Timber's a punchy piece. Okay, fair enough. So let's imagine Chappie has bench area now. So we've got single Gab. Yeah, we're playing doubles in other positions, aren't we? So Gab Mag is getting a team. Mario can get a team. Reece James can get a team. You've got good enough Sunderland defenders to go double defence. Yeah, single Van Dijk. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. Yeah, ignore me on that. Strikers are good for the teams, I'm sure, as well, for the numbers we've got. We can go double Chelsea, single Chelsea, Saka by himself, Thiago by himself. Double mids are everywhere anyway. And then tons of Sunderland options if you know who's playing and when and where. So yeah, I really honestly, I think you've painted this out quite nicely. I just know from my own experience that Foden is fantastic, but kind of like never really becomes the best midfielder in the game, does he? He's always just never really capturing that elite form. Grealish looked like he was going to do it, and I've had the pleasure of running with Grealish this year as well. Bruno G is catching some amazing form right now, so he, as long as he continues like this, is fucking great. But Grealish and Foden as classics, they can be a bit soft. So if you kind of get an in-season mid that's like Grealish or something like that, and then open up another classic option in that sense, is there a better classic mid we could just shop in? Just one more, because again, like Foden, Pep Roulette, Grealish, hot and cold, Bruno, hot the now, doesn't last forever. So yeah, like a classic mid. MGW is in the picture as well, obviously, but that's the only thing I would say. Maybe a classic mid or an in-season version of somebody you've got here, who they're probably quite pricey, aren't they? Plan was Arsenal boys with VVD. Yeah, so Van Dijk, Saliba, Van Dijk, Gab Mag, Rice, and Saka. Raya, that's lovely. Yeah, that's a good plan. You can now move the deadlines up to the bottom of the screen. Nice. Catching the pitch notes, Graham, love that. Sardine Bar, good to see you, Charlie boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, and now the second part of what you were asking me there was, if I was to go from Challenger Limiteds, which is the best to target? I think for where we're at right now, like, I would just Turkey in. Like, Fenerbahce and Galatasaray have everything you want across both teams. Where the hell is the Turkish league there? It's there. Porto, Benfica, Sporting, all the other teams that are in Challenger are worthy candidates. But if you're coming in right now, 17 games played. Oh, they've chopped their division down, 18 teams. So they're halfway there now, so they've been our 17 games. It's Fener and Gala right at the top. There's only one loss between them. They've conceded next to no goals. Göztepe, but look at their defence actually. That's pretty interesting. They've got forwards coming out their ears, quality midfielders, quality defenders. I don't know how I feel about the Galatasaray goalkeeper spot, but Fenerbahce with Ederson is pretty solid, you know. So if you're asking me, like, I'm buying Challenger in season limiteds, what do? I would just buy Fener and Gala. You could add in Trabzonspor and Besiktas if you really want, just to fill out some edges. Perhaps they do have good cards that are worth using. But I don't know. I'd look at filling out like a Galatasaray 5, a Fenerbahce 5, and then 2 kind of hybrid 5s. Maybe you get some doublers and stuff. But I think one of the teams I've built for the weekend, my defence is like Skriniar and Davison Sanchez. I thought, oh, that's fun. They probably won't like it in Turkey and stuff, but I found it fun to look at. Yeah, look at that. Ederson, Skriniar, Sanchez. I could play like Sane and Talisca. You know what I mean? Like Icardi, Osimhen, Gundogan's in the team now. Arkatoglu, John Duran. There's lots of good options in both teams. You can really even get to an SO7 element out the two of them, you know. So I like them. Galatasaray play Champions League. Fenerbahce play Europa League. I've went with Fenerbahce, Celtic and Porto. Obviously Celtic is a kind of default thing, but I've took the ones that were all in Europa League to try and get some synergy there. So maybe that's an element of, I suppose it's limited, isn't it? If you're doing rare, you've got a bit of Arsenal, don't you? Got a bit of Arsenal. A wee bit of Chelsea in here as well. Yeah, could you maybe take Galatasaray and get a Champions League? Or where are Galatasaray in the Champions League, actually? Doesn't need to be much. Could just be like one team, you know, and then it just makes your midweek's a bit better. If you've got maybe a goalkeeper option, or I suppose you've got Arsenal, don't you? You've got Arsenal. A wee bit of City. Got a Bruno G. A wee bit of Chelsea. Yeah, Galatasaray, they're in a good enough spot. Again, even if you're thinking about this in limited, you could take your Benfica, Galatasaray, maybe even Sporting. Is that a little kind of hybrid there? Got Forest for Europa, yeah, Forest or Europa, of course. So you could take, like, you could look at Porto and Fenerbahce. That's a bunch of, you know, so that's maybe something that could help you make your decision with the specific clubs you bring in. Is can they? I know you're talking about limited there. So if it is limited, maybe think about the two teams that could come together to make a coherent midweek for you already. But if you were maybe tempted by some of the rare pricing, maybe just do it in rare. Maybe it could help you with midweek. Where are Forest? Are they? Yeah, Forest are. Yeah, they're going to be fine. Fenerbahce are going to be fine. Porto are going to be fine. Betis are there in the mix. Obviously Villa, Midtjylland are in this region as well. Actually, Midtjylland might be quite underpriced. Is there any other Scandies, I wonder, that may be a wee bit under the radar? Yeah, Sturm Graz are only going to get through. Salzburg. Yeah, they're pretty cooked, man. With 2 games to go. So I would think about it. I'd try Braga. You know, like Braga and Midtjylland could be sneaky cheap. You know, not saying that's a good thing, but You know, interesting all the same. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, so I would maybe try and either, yeah, because the thing with, like, if you're buying, if we go back to point one, if you do Fenerbahce Galatasaray, that's going to be streaking. You're just looking to get streak 5 with that. But midweeks, it's kind of all bets are off because of the, you know, what you're up against in the leaderboards you won't compete with is like some of the collection bonus and the XP dilemma of it all. But when it comes to the Europa League competition, if you're playing with the Fenerbahce guys, for example, having, you know, this division gets torn up by random guys like Shaqiri's, and I don't know that he's been particularly good, you know, but it's not just about the Porto stack smashing or this stack or that stack. It's sometimes it's like who scored a hat trick against Tel Aviv. You know, you might have that card. It might just be a random guy like Kovacevic, who's been linked to Celtic, for example, scored a hat trick against Athens. So yeah, that's just to kind of put a bow on that point. Hey Quinny, falling into a bit of a rare in-season La Liga. Bones of a team, would love to get your input. Benny, no problem, mate. Just remind me one more time, Benny, what the gallery name is for you. Is it just Benny? I've got a feeling it's like one I'll know as soon as I hear it. I don't think it is Benny. Or maybe it is Benny. We're on to Sean Thorpe next anyway, but we'll get that. We'll get to that. Sounds like fun. Got 22k for limited XP sitting there doing nothing, which is why I thought limited. Yeah, because you could just jack your guys up, but there will be a point where the cooldown is like a month, you know. So you could catch up to some people quite quickly, but you're not going to like make up for all the lost time. The XP gets more expensive up the levels also. You could focus it all into one team. Limited's a lot cheaper, and you know, like the thing with limited and rare, see, getting to streak 5, it's just as hard. The payout difference isn't totally in line with the card cost difference. I think limited is, like, if I was starting right now, I probably just would buy the limiteds because the limiteds are cheaper to get into, easier to be a bit more, have a bit more maneuverability with buying a card for the weekend or skipping a game week or that kind of thing. Whereas at rare, you're just you're the same thing is true the higher up you go, obviously, but your options and flexibility lessens. So I get the limited move. It's kind of what I'm doing with Road to Glory, in a sense. I'm just looking to buy cheap cards to try and streak in. And I think between Fenner and Gala, you've got everything, man. You know. Quinny, I've just started playing. See, for example, next season, while I still keep... Yeah, you keep all your cards. But the way it works now is, like, if you buy a card... We'll check this pitch notes out in a second, right? But have we got an example here somewhere? Okay, so these La Liga, like any in-season cards, right? They play in the in-season competitions for money. Only these cards can play in this. You're allowed one card from any season. But as soon as your cards are not in season anymore, you still keep them, you still own them, they're your cards, but you can still use them in season as your one classic move if you wanted to, but that's one per team. But then the rest of them, you play in SO7, you play with the classics to earn essence, which can be turned into in-season cards. So you're kind of building a kind of dynasty, a bit of a legacy with the cards that you hold. These are going to be the cards that will go into battle for you next season. Either as like your classic stud, because they'll be really high XP, you might have a collection around them, and they can be really useful in this competition, or they're going to be in classic, helping you gain essence to get in-season cards, like organically with your own gallery, if that makes sense, your own team. I think I've said that well, hopefully. If I've not, Michael, feel free to say, Quinny, you're talking shite, say that again, and I'll do my best to go one better on that. But Sean, let me see what Sean was saying. We're going for Prem Streak 5 this weekend in Limited. If you could have a brief look at Prem Limited this weekend, happy to buy anyone to get the best 4 to go for it. That's our peak. And there's the Prem. Manchester Derby. I'll be back in City in that all day. Chelsea Brentford. I'm just terrible with Brentford. Leeds Fulham. Liverpool Burnley. Feels a bit too like jailbait, doesn't it? Like surely that can you're on streak 5. It's Liverpool at home at Burnley. Feels like the Newcastle Wolves. Oh, okay. Let's see what we're cooking with, Shorty boy. I'm sure you've got all the good options. Right, so picks against Villa. Not bad. Not bad. Let's look at in-season first of all. We want in-season keepers rather than classics for streak 5. Kelleher, again, I just can't judge Brentford. They're playing West Ham, aren't they? Yeah. Liverpool keeper is maybe a bit punchy. Donnarumma is probably not worth the squeeze. Yeah, goalkeepers are... yeah, Pope. I like Pope. Is Pope on, or is it Ramsdale now? I've lost track of Newcastle this year. Newcastle keeper's good. Yeah, Pope. Yeah, I like Pope. Is it Alisson? I don't know if I like Alisson. I'm sure he's not cheap. I like Pope. Petrovic could be alright. You've got him. Leno? Yeah, I like Leno. Leno away to Leeds. And Pope away to Wolves. In terms of goalkeepers, like, yeah, I'd be kind of nervous picking any of these in my first lineup. You know, like, they're all fine goalkeepers. But I wouldn't feel confident with any of them, and it's not because of bad cards or bad team in it, but it's just the fixtures are... they're not... I'd like, yeah, a Leno and or a Pope. Van Dijk is quality for this. Do you know the Palace boys could be alright away to Sunderland? Sunderland aren't super good up front. If Lewis Hall's on to play, quite usable. Yeah. Tarkovsky. Fulham has got an alright game. Yeah, Fulham Leeds. Yeah, Jedi's quite usable. I don't know what your thoughts are, Sean. But I look at this. Van Dijk's like team 1. And then see, it's going to be Jedi, Guy, Tarkovsky, and probably Hall in the reckoning for team 2, 3, 4. I really struggle to split them. So defence, like, there's good options there. Bruno G, yes. Declan Rice, looking good. Caicedo, I think, will be brilliant against Brentford, regardless of how the game pans out. Enzo could be the same. Yeah, I think midfield we need to kind of have a look at who's likely to play, because like Eze, for example, will be brilliant if he's going to play. Where is Arsenal? Yeah. So Rice is probably solid. I'm playing Zubimendi in a good team. I think Arsenal do well away at Forest. But yeah, Soboslai is the sort of guy we want. Wirtz is the sort of guy we want. They're the big packing scores this week, I think. I like Caicedo. I like Bruno G. Tottenham, West Ham. Yeah, there's not much here I think that's worth... Cherki against Man United feels inevitable as well. Oh, we've got a Wirtz forward. Nice. Wirtz forward, Saka. Yeah, man. Yeah, so team 1. I think I'm maybe going Pickford. Oh, I don't know about your keepers, man. They're tough to pick. But then Van Dijk is in defence. Wirtz is going to be the striker. We then got Bruno G in midfield. And do we have a wild classic? Like Soboslai. Boom. Yeah, so that's like team 1 in my view. Team 2. If we go back to the defence for a second. Team 2. Is it a classic? Yeah, there's a classic VVD. But again, Jedi, if you're going for Streak 5, this is the sort of guy that will get you there because he can spike his wee face off. And playing Leeds really should be the sort of opponent that you get a spike out of him. I would definitely include him somewhere, but does he make it into Team 2? I don't know. I'd maybe prefer Guy just because he's a bit more reliable. Sunderland don't score tons of goals. Yeah, I'm probably going Guy, Team 2. Jedi can be like Team 3 or 4. And Tarkovsky is probably... Yeah, again, Villa are not mad. No, I know Villa are third now or something, but Everton, I could see Unai Emery against David Moyes been a bit of a boring thing to watch. Sinise could also be in the picture. So yeah, okay. We're looking at Guy, then Jedi. The second team, yeah, I think Rice. Rice and like classic Bruno G. And then up front, we need an in-season Saka. Oh. Cherky. Who was the classic we used? Oh, Soboslai. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm going to change Soboslai for Cherky on Team 1. And then Soboslai can be the classic in Team 2. With Guy, Saka, and Rice. Keen on Shaka at home. Yeah, I can see that being very good as well. Could play over Rice in Team 2. Right, I've got no idea on your keeper order, right? It's the one thing I'm just going to maintain again, right? I'm just going to write this down. So I'm thinking VVD Team 1. Guy Team 2. Jedi Team 3. And in the midfield, we're going Bruno G Team 1. Yeah, Bruno G, Wirtz and Cherky. Yeah? That's what I like. And in Team 2, we're going to use in-season... Have you got in-season Shaka? I don't mind Shaka over Rice. They're kind of the same card in essence in my mind. No, we don't have in-season Shaka, do we? Okay, so I'll probably go Team 2. It will be Rice ahead of Guy. And then up front, who does we have again? Saka. Saka. And then we've got Soboslai as the classic, yeah? Shobo. Cool. So then Jedi's the third defender. The midfield around him is going to be Caicedo, Elliot Anderson, or Bruno Fernandes. Does he do better now Amarim is gone? Caicedo is just that lean and mean. I think because it's streak 5, you kind of need. Nah, I'm going to go Moses. I would go Moses in the team with Jedi, and then you go Cap, and then, pardon me, and then up, and then classic Bruno G. Yeah. Or maybe double Bruno. Yeah, okay, let's go double Bruno. Bruno G and Bruno F. Maybe a bit contrived, so sorry, I hate doing that. And then your third striker is probably Thiago. Yeah. How do you make this better? I don't think there's much to make better. Yeah, double Bruno, Jedi, Thiago. Team 3, I would like Team 3 to be Team 4. I know it's asking a lot. Team 4, we could have a classic Van Dijk in defence, couldn't we? We could have a classic Van Dijk in defence. And then we could go, yeah, Rice, Caicedo. So VVD classic, Rice, Moses, and then an in-season striker. Maybe a Pino. Bowen, yeah. I'm just going to write Pino. Okay, so you think Haaland is worth the price? For the Manchester derby, it's kind of hard. I don't know. I think City spank Man United, but it's not going to be like 8-0 or something, is it? You know, it's going to be like 2-0, 3-0, but a bit of a mugging. Are we looking at rares at limiteds again? Sorry, limiteds. What was the last result against Man? Oh, yeah, one against Arsenal, 61. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, can we see another derby match? One against Arsenal, 60. Man United, 38. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that you get the fear. But Haaland needs to smash, you know. I like Cherki and Doku a lot better. How did Semenyo score, by the way? Oh, it was in the cup, wasn't it? But yeah, I like Doku and Cherki for... I know you've got a classic already, which is great. What does an in-season look like? Yeah, I'd much rather Cherki. He's a mid, isn't he? Doku. Yeah. I'd rather buy Cherki and Doku than buy Haaland. That's the same. It's the same price. Yeah, I'd rather get Cherki and Doku than have Haaland. But yeah, I think your first team, VVD, Bruno G, Wirtz and Classic Cherki, very good. I think the second team, Guy, Rice, Saka, Soboslai, very good. The third team, Jedi Robinson, Bruno Fernandes, Bruno G, and then Thiago Igor, could work. VVD, Classic, Rice, Moses Caicedo, Pino. That's the one that, yeah, feels like the furthest away. And for example, if you had a Cherki and a Doku in the mix, I think the knock-on effect there is that Thiago Igor goes into the last team instead of Pino, and then you get Cherki coming into the mix for probably Declan Rice much higher up, and then Declan Rice... Oh, we've used Declan Rice twice, I think. Yeah, I have used Declan Rice twice. So who would be in the last team if we didn't have Declan Rice to use? Because I've wrote him down twice there, like a tube. Elliot Anderson. Yeah. Elliot Anderson, Gravenberch, Enzo. Good options. Grealish, great options. Jacob Ramsey, Ballon d'Or. But yeah, putting a Cherki into the mix just make... Yeah. So I think if anything... I'd want a Pope. I'm not saying get Cherki and Doku for the streak, but like if you're... Yeah. I think Man City spanked Man United, but I think Liverpool and Newcastle are the teams to back into here. And if we look at Newcastle away to Wolves, Harvey Barnes, Walter Messi and Gordon up front. It's just a wee bit, yeah. Newcastle just don't have the same reliability on scoring goals as like City does or whatever, do they? But I think you can get just as many good scores out of this game as the City one. It's maybe going to be less nail-bitey. Again, at Anfield, surely Liverpool rip them apart, man. Ekitike could be in the conversation. Cheap man's Haaland. Van Dijk's probably the good bet, right? But Frimpong is... Frimpong is very interesting. Don't bother with us away from home. Semenyo and Doku were brilliant. Yeah. It's just rotation risk with Cherky. Yeah, it is indeed. At least with Cherky though, he doesn't really need many minutes. That's kind of been Cherky's thing for a while. 56 he scored here in 17 minutes. He is just the guy, man. He's just the guy. But yeah, Semenyo, Doku, I like the City forwards points per pound for sure. I think a Pope. Charlie's saying don't back Newcastle away. Let's see what he's talking about here. From home, Newcastle 1-2 in the last 10. Wow, and that has came in the last 5. Burnley 3-1 and Everton 4-1. So you could say they're on the mend away from home. At home, where are Wolves? Rock did it at the bottom. They won the last game, their only game they've won at home, and it was 3-0 to West Ham. Was that the game that got Nuno's? Yeah, Nuno's been no. Ignore me. Has Nuno been sacked? No, he's not. So yeah, I fancy Newcastle to win that. Sorry, Charlie, I do, but yeah, it's too important a game against dead and buried Wolves. Like, how do you not win that? Again, Newcastle 27 goals conceded. Top five Premier League defences. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, top 5. No. Sunderland 22. Crystal Palace 23. Yeah, maybe not quite top 5 defences, but they're not far away. But yeah, like, I think, Newcastle, Liverpool, if you're going to get any ads, I think they're the ones to throw in. Cherky and Doku should rinse, but when you drop a great joke into a group chat and only one person laughs. Aye. You're good fixtures to attack, but I think because you're not going to be skipping it, Sean, you do need to attack the fixture, don't you? Quick question, if I buy Miranda defender card Middlesbrough, will he count as an in-season MLS card? Yes, if it's in-season, like now, when the MLS season starts, it will be an in-season card until the end of the season the card came from. So if he has like a Premier League card, for example, when he moves to MLS, the Premier League card will be in-season until the end of the Premier League season, even though he's in MLS. If that makes sense. I hope I've answered that correct or well enough for you. I've said it well enough for you. But yeah, let me know, Sean, what you're thinking and what you go for ultimately. And Benny boy, it's been a wee while. And what were you asking us, Benny? Love the Omari pick. Hey Quinny, won 500 from Street 5 Dutch League. Think I'm better off saving for MLS or moving to Belgium and Contender or even one of the top leagues? Why not bank it? I missed a wee bit of chat by the way earlier on, but Robert Perez, good to see you. D1872. My initial thoughts were buy Allison for the VVD double up, then Spurs stack. Ooh. Yeah, Allison's a great get. I think Pope's maybe a better bang for buck, but yeah. Why go for second choice when you've got first choice? Would you try to prioritise keeping max 2 player? Nah. Get those 80s. Go and get the 80s, Sean. That's what you need. Is this guy going to score 80 points? That's the only question to ask. Don't care what their L15 is. Don't care who they play for. Can they bring me an 80? And Robert Perez won 500 quid. Well done, mate. GG's. Do you need to spend it? Is my first question. Can you not just bank it, like pocket it, book a holiday? You know, pay your overdraft. I don't know, like anything. You know, can you do something else with it? You've kind of, you know, you've won. You know, can you enjoy that now somehow? Remove a problem from your life. Set yourself up with something cool to look forward to. I know saving money is really boring and hard to do, so I normally try and think of it like that. Can I get rid of a problem, or can I make myself happy? You know, GG's, mate. Well done. In terms of, just to answer your question, am I better off saving for MLS or moving into Belgium? I think MLS, like, if you can avoid the day one hype, I think MLS could be alright. I don't think you need anywhere near that budget at limited. And I just know from experience, I've done it. How many New York collections do I have? The answer is too many, right? But we'll find out what the real answer is. Every year I get the same feeling with MLS, like, oh, it's gonna be one of my main leagues this season. I'm gonna really back it and da da da. Then I buy NYC as the base, and then I just end up going, oh, why did I do this? Why did I do this? So yeah, we've got 4 seasons. Yeah, 4 seasons of New York City pain and anguish, and one little Seattle stack we've thrown together to commemorate their Champions League win. Any of the back pieces up yet? Oh, we Reed Barker. I think I'll buy that now. Don't get many of them up. Number 2 as well. That's fun. Not many left. Kind of want an Andrew Thomas, because I think he's going to play next year. I wonder if any of the bots are holding him. Sorry, Benny, I'll come back to you in a second, Benny. Apologies, my man. '22-23 season, is it? Yeah. Let's see any bots packing. Nah. Sugar, man. There's not many of these, is there? I should have bought them when they were going 3-4 years ago, for 1 year ago. 1 year, 4 months. Here we go. Benny, Rusty Rooster. Rusty Rooster's got 2. Let's take that filter off. Cards on sale. What do I pay 17 quid for him? What does he go for? 8 quid. 10 quid 2 days ago. 14 quid. What? I don't know what I paid there for this guy. I just want him cheap. Fine, let's just buy it. Oh, he only wants ETH, doesn't he? Okay, that's fine. So we'll do a wee offer then, and we'll try and lowball it a bit. And then if I get this, I'll send a trade offer to Rusty Rockets or whatever. Miranda's latest card will be in season for another month or so. Charlie, I love it. Gavin Ridley, good to see you. Hey Quinny, can you have a look at my strategy? Of course, we'll do that. We're just about to do Benny's, and then we'll do that next, mate. That's fine. What were we doing with Benny again? Where's Benny's comment from before? I say sorry for some of those chats I missed. Falling into a bit of a rare in-season La Liga. We'd love to get your input on a couple of cheap additions. Let's see it. And then who was next after that? Gavin Ridley. Can you give me your club name, mate? Oh, sugar. $500 error for the window snapping. Okay, and then let's look at La Liga. Oh yeah, I see what you mean here. Obviously we've got a bit of classic backup here, but on top of that, look at Illich, I'm a fan of. Pique Fernandez. These are fun little cards. They've not been doing particularly great. Isi Payazon, very usable. Gonzalo Garcia. He's been in the building for Real Madrid, hasn't he? Moreno and Lamar. Moreno's playing often enough. Okay, you can stand by him. Lamar is in. I like Lamar. Lamar is a good player. So what are we missing? We've got wow, you've got classic keeper. So let's see the goalkeeper options. Is it just Ramiro? Get 6 keeper cards. Got Bataya as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we've got a keeper option. And we're using in-season outfielders. I think Sociedad, I can tell you this now, I think Sociedad are going to be right underpriced and probably something that I'm going to point you towards, because I've seen the price of, I think it was some super rares, and I was like, Jesus, man. How cheap can these guys be? Midfield is cool. I like Payazon. You can double up with Lamar if you know he's playing. None of these guys are nailed. Nice rewards and stuff, but... yeah, crafted a lot of this as well. Payazon, that's brilliant. Okay, let's have a wee peek at the market. Market. Rare. Oh, the mecha. Nice. Gavin SFC, thank you, mate. Celta Vigo have some good fixtures. Oh, yeah, Celta Vigo. I kind of hate Celta Vigo managing midweeks. I think this is you here. Just make sure that's the right team for me, buddy. Yeah, so let's have a peek. We're looking in season. We're looking cheap. 25 quid and under is what I call cheap. Let's have a look at defence. Mingueza might be moving, so watch out for that. Starfelt at 13. John Martin, 13. I like Boyle. Yeah, nobody amazing in this price point. You had a few guys anyway, didn't you? We have Moreno, Rilo. Yeah, I'm not a big Alex Moreno fan. I can't believe he's 32 as well. He is playing, I suppose. Rilo doesn't score particularly great. I don't know. Oh, Galan. Galan, it feels very good at Osasuna. 20 quid, I don't know if that's within reach. I think he's the best there. I like Arnow, I like John Martin. I'm quite biased towards the usual guys you would expect me to be. Benny Boy. Axel Witsel defender, that should be a good card. Doesn't look it though. Moomin. What's up with him? Oh, ACL. Ouch. Kiki Salas. I like him. He's scoring it right now, isn't he? Iglesias. Sergio Cardona for a tenner. Feels a bit naughty. Not been particularly good at Villarreal though, has he? Yeah, there's not much in defence. I would like a new defender, just if it was my team. Rilo, again, he's on page 4 out of this batch. I think it kind of tells you everything you need to know. Like even Guy at £6 is way more appealing. I've got the correct club. Love it, Gavin. Thank you. The Alvaro Nunes is probably the most exciting card here. Alan Maturo. I like Starfelt. Yeah, Tenaglia, again, getting them cheap, the good ones, isn't it? You're kind of looking at 15 quid for a good one. Pacheco for a fiver, I don't mind. Daily Blind for 15 is way better than the other ones. You can just get some AA, can't you? Right, let's look at the mids. That was kind of the one I felt the best chance of success here from. So we've got, wow, Sergio Gomez and Almeida under the 20 quid mark. That's pretty appealing. Oh, Antonio Blanco's happening as well. Oh, he's coming good. He's taking a wee lift there, hasn't he? Oh, Celtic, man, just buy him. If he was under a tenner, I'd be all over that in this case, you know. Moriba, not too bad at 7 quid. He's not really been popping, but Peppel at 23 is worth considering. Ruben Vargas, he's coming back from an injury, hasn't he? Yeah. Ruben Vargas is probably under the radar price-wise at the moment. Probably should be priced like Pepelu. Carlos Soler's not been doing it. Braze Mendes, I knew he was going to be cheap compared to the pack. 16 quid. I'd be taking that all day. Under the new manager, I think you're going to see Braze popping up a lot more. He's very decisive, friendly. He's not a stranger to 10 all around. Takes some set pieces, gets into the box, always looks to set people up for tap-ins, so chance creation is there. Loves a tackle. I do find it hard to not talk about Braze when I see him. He's just everything. He's just everything you would want. There's a few other guys here that are alright, but I think points per pound there, Braze stands out for me. You received an offer from Jambon. Wonder what that's about. I like some of these guys, but are they usable right now? Not particularly. Sunset, if he was cheaper, be much more interested in that. His injury record is atrocious. Ivan Martin again. If he was under a tenner, that'd be a great shout. Yeah, it's all about the right price for some of these guys. And when we do these shows, kind of half of it is just trying to put a spotlight on maybe the unseen or the overlooked. But there's not much here, man, in La Liga. Sincerely, like, but look at the price of all the Sociedad guys and stuff. Like, you could do a Sociedad type stack. I think maybe I'm trying to get people on the sinking ship with me here, but like, it doesn't feel like it. I'm really taken aback with Blanco's L5. I'm a big fan of this guy. Ancelotti name checked him when he was at Real Madrid as being on par with like Camavinga and who else was it? It was like the next generation of like Real Madrid midfield behind Kroos, Modric and Casemiro, and he was listing the players and Blanco was involved in it, so certainly very well thought of. And let's go to up front, because I think between Garcia and Piqué, like, they're good, but let's look at Sevilla. Is Piqué Fernandez even going to play this weekend? I don't even think he's that. Yeah, he's not even in the team for the weekend. And what about the Real Madrid boy? We know that's not going to last long, but is it going to last for now? No, maybe. Am I missing something with Real Madrid? Feel free to let me know. Brian Zaragoza, by the way, if there is a good run of fixtures coming up, he's been a bit disappointing, but he's not been terrible. Like, AA's been quite there, hasn't it? He just needs to get his ass into gear and get some decisives. I like the potential of Zaragoza. He plays all the time. At £17, good value forward for me. You've also got Aspas, Griezmann. Wow. Guedes isn't bad for 20 quid. Loves a decisive. If we get the nod that Borja Mayoral is going to be fit again, which doesn't look like it, it's good to get on him early. De Frutos. That's nice. By the way, he's getting into the Spain team as well. I like De Frutos. 15 quid, that's a great shout. Umar Sadiq has went to Valencia. You never know with that. He could be good for 5 games. But I really like the Zaragoza. Pepe at 23 is very appealing in season. They've got Champions League still to go, but I think Villarreal are getting humped out of it, aren't they? And then it'll be all focus on the league. Champions League. Yeah, Villarreal, second bottom. They're getting pumped out of the Champions League. So let's look at La Liga. They need to qualify for it next year. They're further now. Yeah, I like that. I like Villarreal. I like Nicolas Pepe. I like that. Molero's been on good form. Jerry's fit again. Yeah, you don't want to be buying Jerry when he is fit. You want to buy Jerry when he's injured. So then when he gets injured again, you don't feel too bad about it. But Jerry's back fit now. And yeah, nobody else really jumps out. Wanby can be okay, but 32 for Getafe, I'm not jumping up and down about that. The Bilbao guys can be fine as well. I just don't think of Bilbao as a high scoring team, like actual goals back of the net wise, so I just struggle to get excited by their attacking players. Yeah. Some nice options here in the budget. Defence is kind of... but I think in midfield and attack you can get some really interesting pickups. Again, I really like Diego Lopez. £6 isn't bad. And again, not a stranger to decisive. He's had good runs. This is when I got the Valencia stack last year, I'm sure. They just went on a mad run after that because they were like bottom. And I was kind of the opinion that Valencia can't finish bottom in La Liga. They're, they're trying hard. By the way, that's the Levante. That's a derby. That's going to be crazy towards the end of the season. They did survive that year. I also think when you look at the Bundesliga, you've maybe got the same kind of thing there. Oh, João Gomez to Atletico from Wolves. That's a big move. But if we look at the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg have jumped up there with a win or two. Yeah. Let's see how... I thought Wolfsburg were down to like, oh, Wolfsburg will get out of it. They've kind of already got out of it. But those can be nice situations to get into. So, like Payazon, you can build a team around him. You can definitely use Garcia when you know you can use him. Same with Lamar. But the forwards and the defence, I would struggle to... Like, you're not going to hit a streak. You're going to get out of Division 3. But beyond that, what else are you going to get? I think you need decisives. Zaragoza, Brais Mendes, Starfelt, you know, like some guys like that. Just and then you've got Payazon, you've got Garcia for Real Madrid. They're playing them. They're playing Oviedo or something. There's one team here going on 2, and like a lot of these guys could be team 2, and it's kind of bubbling away there. So I don't know what your budget is. But if you've got like 50 quid, you could probably get a good team off the ground here. And then we get to Gavin. Can you have a look at my strategy after I've cleared out a bunch of players? I still have a few AFCON cards I'm still trying to sell, yeah. So you've got a few things going on here, Gavin. What are we talking? Limited, rare, super rare, or like a league? What's the scoop? Danulic, no thank you. He's mega. Let me know, Gavin. What we're looking at here? What's the cross section that we're after? Novak is in. Narajo is in. Our House Elite we're playing. This is an old season 11. And then do we have a new centre back? We'll get 2 new centre backs. This one's quicker and has a slightly better passing. Nice. I think the depth is just about. We still don't have a backup keeper. We've got left back. Don't think we have a right back, do we? We're getting there. We're getting there. Yavi Galan was 20 quid. I really like Yavi Galan. Yeah, like Galan, Mendes, and Brian Zaragoza. That's like a fun budget team. Mostly rare, but got some La Liga supers on the cheap. Right, let's have a look at mostly rare then. Well, let's see what the supers are. Is it all La Liga supers? This is 32. I guess it's a bunch are in the vault and stuff, I guess. Guedes, Wanlu, Escandel. There's some fun guys here, isn't there? It's just, yeah, this is why I got out with Super, but it's just so sensitive. To, like, if the guys aren't right on it, you've not got a 5 to clip together, you're just going to get snowed under. So yeah, I can't really discuss Super Rare much, I've just not been on it this year. But you're missing a captain out of that, I can tell you that quite easily. And is it rare La Liga then? Is that? I think that's what we're saying, isn't it? Oh no, I've got La Liga filter still on. Free pages are rare. Let's have a click through. Let's see. We have some Prem stuff. Okay, so just, yeah, AFCON guys are looking to move. Bundesliga. Lucanet's on his way to the Prem. Not too sure what the script is with their lads, but fine. La Liga, we've seen there's a stack there, we'll come back to that. Ligue 1, a guy, MLS, nothing, Belgium. A little Westerlo thing, classic, All-Star then. Eredivisie, nada, champ. Oh, no, we've got champ, challenger. Two pages, let's have a BP kit challenger. Oh nice, we've got some, yeah, basically good keepers, don't we? Not too sure two of them are, but they look like they're playing. Defense, let's go for highest average score. Howkit, classic. Ah, okay. It looks, yeah, okay. Defense is about, give me the fear. It's on a budget, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, Taffner, Matthias Jensen, Calvin Miller, Clement Bischoff. I kind of like your team here, but it's see for your challenger stuff you've got here, like, yeah, like Osman, Kizaridis. It's kind of all your power, isn't it? Is those two strikers, like real big power. Osman available for 40 quid. Does he leave? Oh, that's a classic, isn't it? Yeah. So it's alright, this, isn't it? It's missing in-season studs. Well, can I circle back to this in a minute? Challenger, we've got, yeah, some draggers. Guys that have moved and stuff. Remnants of old strategies. Keylor Navas. Yeah, so let's have a peek at La Liga. What we got here? De Turo, No Pena, Sergio Herrera, Gazaniga, Handcuff, Sorare. So we've got 4 keepers, yeah? 4 keepers with 1 handcuff. I think De Turo could do with a handcuff as well. Nice Girona defence play. Victor Reese works nicely. Arnau I like. Daily Blend works. Aaron Buru I like as well. So yeah, defence is thin, but you're going to get 4 defences out. Classic Braze is useful. Ivan Martin, I like. Ruben Vargas coming back fit. Baptista Mendy, semi-usable. And then up front, again, we've got good power here. Saganikov, Oyarzabal, Elizowie. Even Brahim can be usable. Again, classics. So, right, so what do we think? Gavin S's La Liga. We're just kind of looking at La Liga a moment ago with Benny, weren't we? And I kind of feel like, yeah, you've got a brace. Yeah, classics is fine. I'm not sure there was amazing defender choices, really, was there? I've still got the budget thing on here. I'll remove the budget filter, right? And we're still looking for value, don't get me wrong, but we're just taking a wee bit of the restrictions out of the equation. Pubil's up to 60. Al Hilal's at 30. El Hilal, sorry, I beg your pardon. Affengruber's at 60. Where is Osasuna? Get Yavi Galan. If you don't have Yavi Galan, you're letting yourself down. The real reason I was checking this spot was for Boyomo. Boyomo is back. Boyomo is back, and he, at the moment, where the hell did I see him? He's been away for it. A wee bit of AFCON and a few other bits and bobs. But Boyomo, like, does need his decisives to rip roar, right? But he's like a powerful centre back, yeah. And when Osasuna are ticking along, he's like maybe not always a team one guy, but I like him. He's super cheap though now. £9. He's going to be coming back. Yavi Galan, get him, man, get him. Can we open up a tab on Galan? Classic rares are £3. In season's 20, I'd be getting that, no bother, man. Oviedo and Rayo, the next 2 games up for him. Yeah, because Galan's team 1 level, no problem at all. Makes a big difference to this makeup. In midfield, anyone playing La Liga needs a Javi Galan now. IMO. Anyone stand out for us in midfield? Molero, very nice, £40. He's got good form behind him at the moment. Had a breakout season since moving to Villarreal. And again, we've already looked at them, they're third in the league. £40 maybe a bit punchy for he's still a wee bit unpredictable. £15 for Blanco. It's a nice option. And if he's bringing in 60s, that price will change quickly. I mean, look at fucking Fornals, £70. Yeah, man, like Antonio Blanco's a solid 55 to 60. Like most of the time. £15, I'm not sure. Yeah, I like Pepelu. I'm not sure there's many guys around that price point that bring that type of AA. Baena injured, £60. I'm not sure there's many midfielders that really jump off the page. Obviously, I'm a Brais Mendes fan at £15 or whatever it was. There he's again. I like Yavi Guerra at £6 as well. I had a wee bit of an injury thing for the last month or two, but I think he'll be quite okay. Linked to Arsenal, he's just like Spanish Matt O'Reilly. Basically, he's very good. £6. If he doesn't leave this January window, he'll be very good. Second half of the season, I would suggest. Nico Gonzalez for a tenner. Not really been scoring well for Atleti, but has he? Great player, but not a great left back. Lorente 55. Jesus. It's a carrying for £4. Oh my god. Love that. He's not really in the team now. EC for £12. De Frutos, I think we're getting to strikers earlier, but De Frutos really popped up and again should not be overlooked in that Yavi Galan, Brian Zaragoza type of category. And yeah, I'm not really seeing anyone back here. Ivan Martin, 70. Yeah, if he was under a tenner, way more interested in that. Way more interested in that, I should say. Sorry. Henry, good to see you. It was my birthday a few days ago, and the missus got us a weekend in Paris with tickets. Oh, lovely. Any suggestions to make the game even better? I've not been to Paris, Henry, myself, but there's been plenty of guys in the chat I think that have been and stuff. So, guys, any recommendations for Henry? Is the way to see PSG versus Nantes? Looking forward to that for you, mate. Hope it all goes well. Taki at 76 is still very interesting to me. He's maybe a wee bit more than what he was not too long ago. That L4 is going to really change things for him, isn't it? He's maybe got a wee bit of transfer jeopardy. Oh, Saganikov under 40. I know you've got a classic, don't you? Yeah, it's a great price for classic. Some of these guys are alright. Brian Zaragoza at £17, I think, is a very interesting look. Excuse me. Ferran at 50 is a bit hard to get into, isn't it? Pepe again at 23. Guedes, very decisive, 22. Loves a goal and assist. Not a stranger to some AA as well. I think Sociedad just offer a lot. Villarreal, Nicolas Pepe again, we speak about him, 20 quid. Depends where your budget is, mate, but I think you're just missing a few pieces to just make you a bit more secure. I love the Girona play. Yeah, De Frutos, £14. Like, De Frutos, Galan, Braze, like 3 guys like that getting slid in season, especially on top of the little rig you've got here. I think it just elevates. I wonder how your Girona in season collection looks. Second, love that. Didn't feel like you had everyone. Who are you missing? In season Sagankov. You'll get a big boost from having that as well. Yangel Herrera's worth getting as well, because when he starts playing for Sociedad, you'll be able to use that card to good effect. Yeah, I would get Yangel and Saganikov in here. Oh, and who's he playing for now? Is he still at Girona? He is still at Girona, but he's away by AFCON. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd see these guys you're missing. I'd get them in. Saganikov, Yangel, Onai. Get rid of Miovski. And is there somebody else that changed the league that you don't need anymore? Miguel Gutierrez. I don't know if you need that for champ. Kreki, if you had him, I'd say the same thing about him. Oh, you've got in-season... Oh, you've got some in-season pieces locked away. Right, Donny van de Beek's broken. Okay. Maybe Lamar. What's this? Deal with Esprit? I thought he was playing. Yeah, he's not playing very often or very well, is he? Abel Ruiz. Yeah. Nice Girona collection. But yeah, I would finish it. I'd get the main pieces in here. Like, yeah, Saganikov for 40 quid. Yangel will be a button. Onai, don't know how much he'll be, but won't be much. And then, yeah, like a Yave Galan. And like a Blaise Mendes or something. Then we're cooking. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's do some tactics for myself ahead of the old games tonight. We're going away from home this time. Yeah, I think I did that last time. 4-2-3-1. It didn't work out too well for us. I'm going to run it again all the same anyway. Because what was the... Yeah, we weren't wide enough, were we? Let's go a bit wider. We're balanced. Yeah, let's get the team just a wee touch higher. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if that helps us. Otherwise, the team's set to go. And then my big team, we played Jimbo. We got absolutely smashed. We're really on the back foot. We're playing Hamburg Meta Squad, who think they've got us sussed on our default tactic. The Jose formation. Just look at all these guys about to bloody retire. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. But yeah, let's get this front three on the go. Where's our left back? They've been loaned in. There we go. Made the team very wide, but yeah, we're a bit deeper. Off the ball, a bit more compact. Change this again to after 30 minutes. We'll start off defensive and then maybe turn into normal, yeah, if we get to close to half time. Yeah, awesome. Trying to exploit some width. Hey Quinny, if you had $500 that only played limited channel and Eredivisie. I like how you've reframed the question, Robert, from earlier when I told you to go and book yourself a holiday or pay some debt off or something. What would be only had limited channel and Eredivisie? What would be my next move with 500 quid? I'd probably look at moving into rare. I think at Challenger Limited and Eredivisie Limited, there's probably not much for you to really shop for. And if you're going to be shopping for something new, like again, we spoke about this before with other strategies, could you get something that could build into a better output for you in midweek? Could you build something for the World Cup? Could you withdraw the money, Robert? Could you try and enjoy your winnings? Go get yourself a wee steak dinner. Good bottle of whiskey or a good bottle of champagne, whatever you're into. But generally it would be a rare move, I think. I sent an offer for somebody, didn't I? From Pug. He'll get back to me, has he? Oh yeah, it's a bloody Seattle Sounders guy. Sound like him. My bad. We were speaking about it for a bit earlier, Robert. I was telling you, mate, enjoy yourself with it. Can you fix a problem with it? Pay a bill, get rid of your overdraft? Can you go on holiday with it? Can you enjoy it? You know, it doesn't need to be spent on cards. You've won. You know, enjoy success. I'm a big believer in that. If you want to buy more cards, you want to buy more cards, don't get me wrong, but if I want something like that, that's the first thing I'd be thinking about is doing something with it, so I feel like it's worked for me. No problem, Gavin, my pleasure, mate. And it's just when you come back in there, Robert, with a different phrasing, I thought I didn't like that advice. My rare Prem 4 streak was out of my balance, 3 sec after claiming. Oh! My prayer rem was out of my balance in 3 seconds. Oh yeah, you withdrew it, Thomas. Yeah, exactly, man. If you win a lot, if you're winning like hundreds, get that back into your bank. Honestly, you'll be so happy when you see it there, regardless of how much you've got. You know, I'm with you, Thomas. And see, once you've done it, yeah, you'll thank yourself for it in the longer run. If you do that another once or twice before end of season, you can really look and go, "Oh, I pulled money out of this." You know, I won. That's the name of the game. Am I going to hang on to everything midweek? There's a wee bit more left to go. Yeah, I need Damon to get his 51 points to get a wee Bundesliga midweek streak. Brandt DNP. This won't really go far, will it? And yeah, if Mignan gets a Quinny, we're going to get some essence, but we could get a nice wee bit of essence. McTominay had a goal ruled out. That was a bummer. Celtic stacks have smashed, kinda, for not being that great in a 1-0 win. Wouldn't you know what, the best team I put together was in D2, 596, which was 17 points more than this team. This team with 17 more points gets into tier 2 territory. I think I'd rather essence in tier 2. This is in a tier 2 anyway, in the D2, so 10 points ahead. Yeah, I'd like this to slide back. If this could finish into 13th, I would be a bit happier. And then the Gordon clean sheet was nice. Aguerd was fun. And yeah, we're getting Kunku on this. So we'll get some limited essence, hopefully. I think Kunku scores a nice wee amount. Where are we at, actually, essence count-wise? Any predictions when MLS cards will go on sale? No idea. I would imagine kind of soon though. I think maybe like somebody shared it in the Telegram. It was a post on Twitter, like Sorare's like card sales or whatever. Like nobody's got money in January anyway. Like for the most part until like the last day of the month. So see if they did kind of like not really push any card sales or promotions until end of Jan, beginning of Feb, would not surprise me. Gives your market, gives your customer base as well a bit of a chance to fucking breathe. Pay some fucking bills and all that, you know. 27 more points. Oh, sorry, was it? Did I miscalculate something? Sorry. Thanks for the catch. Love that, mate. Eddie, my man. Oh, we've got a wee... Oh, let's do it. We've got a giveaway card. Special tier 2. Oh, guys, what are we pulling? Alright, we're looking at 2 Prems, a Bundesliga, and a La Liga. So, this is for giveaways for the channel members. So, we've got Prem 1, La Liga. I'm going to call that Prem 6. And then we have Bundes. What one are we crafting, guys? This is popping, this one, by the way. That was a big shine. We're not touching SPFL, Bundesliga 2, or the Portuguese League. Yes, La Liga one looks okay. Danish League, Turkish League, Danish League, Bundes, other Prem. Yeah, this Prem really pops to me. I think the La Liga one is kind of similar, isn't it? But yeah, that's got the lift on it for me. Get voting in the poll, guys. There's a poll in the live chat. We've got 8 minutes. We'll give this away to one of the channel members. Connor Aspel, my man, good to see you. What teams would be worth a scout in MLS? I think with MLS you need to be quite tapped into the managers more than anything, because I do think the coaches can make a big situation different. Like, for example, oh no, the examples kind of left me. I was thinking more about thinking about Bob Bradley. Was he at Chicago last year or something? and how that kind of drove a lot of interest there. But I kind of like managers in MLS that are established, like they're already at the club, and I want continuity, I want consistency, you know. No more Wagner, sad times indeed. So I'm very biased, right? I think New York will be better this year. I think Pascal Jansen's really got the team churning over now. I think NYC will be better than the last couple anyway, which isn't saying much. Toronto seem to be spending big again. Seattle are just like always in amongst it. Phil Neville, Portland Timbers, definitely not to be ignored. And if Timo Werner's going to San Jose, like God knows what they're going to be up to. I think you need to follow the money. You need to follow the moves. If you've got a consistent, reliable manager that maybe gets some new international talent. Is Bob Bradley still at Chicago? Because that could be really good. They built their team this year. We're okay. And if they maintain everything and maybe add to it, Chicago could really like pop. I know Brian Gutierrez is left for Mexico. Maybe that'll help fund some of the redevelopment. All Day Skills, thank you very much for picking up your season ticket, my man. Thanks for Wilfred Nancy. Well, who knows where he's going to end up next. Thank you very much for the season ticket. All Day Skills, thanks for picking up your membership. Good to see you. Hello. We've got a poll on the go now. We're going to give away one of these cards to the channel members. Ideally, look at a team that did alright last year, that gets better. I think that's the move with MLS. Find the ones that are on the way up, you know. Not any of those, like Philly, great example of overperforming, like lost McGlynn and everything else that's went around them. I think them doing well last year surprised everyone. Now there's no Wagner on top of that. Like Philly is maybe an example of a team to just keep arm's length from. Tata Martino's gone back to Atlanta. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Almiron could be Almiron. You know, Almiron was Almiron under that manager, so that could be a really interesting dilemma. Oh, thank you very much. All Day Skills, good to see you back in town. Houston, I'm just not a fan of Houston. Foresty Forest, if that's how you say it. I hate Houston personally. Orlando, I don't know if they've done anything, by the way. I think one of their guys is left. I think like Ojeda or somebody like that is left, or no, what was their guy's name? Oh, I've lost it. And Galesi's left. Didn't really ever have a defence, did they, Orlando? So Herrera back, signed Guilherme from Brazil. Achi, is he? Oh, interesting. Well, maybe that could be good for Houston. Achi and Jack McGlynn. And they're trying to buy Bogus. Well, I throw Houston a lot of shade, guys. We've got 4 minutes left. The poll is clinically Premier League 1. Yous have picked it. I used my clues on it. Evanilson! Oh, that's a nice pool. Was it the best one? Conrad Harder, the Bundesliga. Juan Foyth at La Liga are interesting. I don't think we really care too much about the Challenger lads. Some of them are fun, aren't they? Evanilson, I think that's a great shout. I think that's a great giveaway card. We'll claim that. Starting in-season striker in the Prem. Love that. It still says here we've got Essence. Oh, damn it. Damn it. It almost worked twice. Awesome. So we've got a lovely new card to give away to the channel members. I'll do a wee post to make sure you can all get involved in it. Or I'll do a wheel of names or something. But we'll get that dished out to you guys rapido. How many of you are here? I might, if I can get a fancy braze, I might just give away this braze limited to you guys in the chat right now, since we've mentioned them quite a bit today. If I can get a fancy one. Can I get a fancy one? No. No fancy ones. Got it. I need triple brazes, but there's not enough brazes to go around. Unless we do a wee card edition search, see if any bots are packing. Nip and Disease got one, that's fun. Let's see. There's me. Hey. Nope. Okay, let's check the next one. Early access. He's still got 17 early access unopened cards. Surely Santonio's got one of these. He never opens anything. Disabled account. Got it. Nope. Halloween Jersey edition. Who's got that? Radio Mueller. Winter and Halloween editions. I've already got a winter one, so I guess I could take a Halloween one if it was from a bot on the cheap. Rob's got one for 20 quid. Jesus. At least it's a bot or a trader account, whatever you want to call them. Andre says sure. Oh, if you're still doing team reviews, I'd love input. I was about to wrap up, buddy, but you have just started, so I don't mind. Give me your team name, buddy, and we'll at least go through something. Floor is £3. Oh no 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 no! Oh ho ho ho! Oh, we almost pressed the wrong button there, guys. Was that 323? 323. Go on, Ruv. Do the right thing. Do the right thing, Ruv. Me, I like this Real Sociedad guy. Don't we all? Don't we all? Who doesn't love a bit of Brais Mendes? All these skills, you've not come back to me with a team name yet, mate. I'll leave it another wee minute or two in case you're still here. Maybe you've jumped back to the beginning of the stream, perhaps. Sent a counter offer of 20 quid. Go away. Go away with that. I think there's ice ones that are kind of cheap, isn't there? Yeah. So maybe getting our ice one. Yeah, let's do it. I'll just buy this ice one. I'll give this away to use. I think Ruv is broken. Yeah, me too. All Day Grinding is my team. Started back 5 months ago. Before then was 3-4 years ago. Love that. Yeah, so I'm going to give away a Brais Mendes into the chat. We've got all day skills to look at, and then we'll be wrapping up. So if you're here in the chat, about 40 or 50 of you now, we've got a limited in season to give away to you guys. Boom. A regular Brais. No problem. It's just sometimes I don't know. So Andre, we do this for the channel members where I look at people's, again, we've been on for 2 hours, you can scroll back, you'll see some good examples of going into the market, looking at lineups and stuff, but we do this every Thursday for the channel members. The membership is £1 a week, £4 a month. We also have a Telegram group. Telegram is just like WhatsApp and Discord, but way better. We just did the crafting there for the limited cards. I give away all my limiteds that I win to the channel members. You get instant access on content as well. And we do something else, an MFL team. So if you play MFL, we've got some members action for that as well. No, thank you for asking, because I should do a better job of like explaining and promoting it as often as I can, but I'm not always fantastic at that. So where was the team name again? All Day Grinding. And we'll give away Bryce Mendes to somebody here right now. Doesn't matter if you remember or not. Please hit subscribe. Please hit the like button. But we'll just give it away to somebody who's here live and loud. Cool. So we've got 137 limiteds across the pantheon of football, it looks like here. So let's just start at the top. Let's look at the Prem. Oi, oi, oi. I love your goalkeepers. Pope and Leno was very much favoured for this game week. And Donnarumma, Pickford, very much top of the food chain. And then Perry, he's a little budget guy. I love that. Is there a season filter on here? No. Okay. Maybe another classic keeper could be a shout. Because Perry, I think, is a bit dodgy, isn't he? Diaz is injured. I don't know what's happening with Kusanov. But Timber, in season, very good. Tarkovsky, very good. Mukiele, I like. Ake might be back in the building. I like Cuenca. 50p, that's a snip, by the way. Guy quality, Gab Mag quality. So we're looking at classic defence to help us out. Midfield, again, we're looking at classic firepower with Soboslai, but we do have a Rice, Garner, Caicedo. Wee boobs also, Matias Nunes. It's a bit thin to get right across 4 lineups, but I think you're not far away from it. Strikers, we've definitely got firepower, man. Wow, definitely got firepower. Yeah, big fan of your forwards. Good taste, mate. So yeah, defence, you might need to check your availability and whatnot. Mid, you could use like one more guy. Alcaraz isn't doing anything. Kearney, I think, is away to the championship or something, isn't he? So yeah, maybe like another in-season mid would help flesh things out a bit. Forwards I love. Goalkeepers are cool. And yeah, defence maybe needs just a bit of support, a bit of reinforcement. Bundesliga, de nada. La Liga, de nada. Liga 1, de nada. MLS, Jupiler. 2 guys. Eredivisie, de nada. Oh no, we've got Eredivisie. Clicking all over the place here. 2 pages. Okay, we're getting a good build here. 7 keepers. Dromo, Vyson, Roman, Jason Odoro, Kovar. Great. No handcuffs is my only thing I'd say about the keepers, but you've got like 6 different guys to run with for 4 teams. Excellent. I really like the whole defence as well. Like, I really, yeah. I really like the defence. I really do. For 4 teams, I think you're, I don't know, is there like maybe 1 or 2 guys, like an El Karauni? Is there an El Karauni missing? Maybe, but outside of that, there's not really much else to say. And have we looked at this recently, by the way? Because I really do like this midfield and it looks familiar. Gibson, yeah, Resync, Ihattaren. These guys have done alright as well, haven't they? But Rieger's good. And then some classics. You need the classic Veerman here, don't you? Oof, unlucky Andre. I don't mind, I know you'll be gutted at not getting the extra money, but you do want to sell on the way up, because otherwise you're selling on the way down, and then that's worse. You just see it, oh, I could have sold you yesterday for 50 and I sold today for 30. The reverse of that can be even more sore in some ways. Striker quality, I really like this. Hornkamp has maybe been nerfed a bit, but honestly, mate, really good. I think the only thing it's missing head count wise is a bit in season mid, just for cover. Got a lot of classic mids here across the team, so that's the only thing. Really like it. Charlie. Yes, let's see in goals. What do we have? Callum Ward, Ederson, Schmeichel and Olafsson. 4 of the best in the region. Bednarek, Tierney, Skriniar, Scales. Yeah, lots of good quality here. Good numbers as well. And it was only 4 keepers. Yeah, so really good. Bednarek we need to watch out for. Thiago Silva looks to be rotating with him now. They played 3 at the back in the cup, it looked like. Or maybe somebody, like one of the centre-backs was playing full-back. So, yeah, watch out for that. For 4 teams, Elliot Watt, Simsier, Classic McGran, Simsier are good. Yeah, I like this. Also not going to praise you for asking, but Osorio, Amani's been good. It's nice. It's a bit thin. Asensio is like the man in midfield in this region for me. Big fan of Talisca also. But that's good for 4 teams. Oh, you got Asensio forward classic. That's sweet. Jew, Bowie, Shankland classic. This is nice. It's just missing a wee bit more. But this will be good fun. You'll get a good like team 1, team 2 out of this every week. And I think that's probably the base of the strategy. So yeah, I really like how you've built this. And then is there something else to skim into? Contender? No. Awesome. Okay. So this strategy is mainly focused around Prem. Yeah. Which good firepower, strong mid, defense a bit weak. And then we get into Eredivisie, which again, pretty good, but midfield needs a wee bit of bolstering. And Challenger, I think, is really good, but maybe just needs another captain or 2 to come into it. So I think you've picked up very well, mate, to be honest with you. There's not any, like, oh, you've missed this. Yeah, your Dutch keepers don't have handcuffs, and maybe there's a wee bit too many classics here and there for you to have, like, the perfect choice variety. But for playing in Prem, Eredivisie and Chally, it's kind of hard to argue with your build, mate. It's very nice. Not that we argue here, you know what I mean? But there's not any, oh, you don't have any captain capable guys. You can't go double mid, or you can't do your you need to play double defense everywhere. And even with some of these teams as well, you'll have some nice midweek crossover too. It's maybe the only thing I would say to you at this point is when you do reinforce Premier League, Challenger, or Eredivisie, can we make sure it enhances midweeks or internationals for you? You know, like you have a Haaland, could you get like a Norway international setup out of what you've got here? You know, some guys that play in the Prem, play in Eredivisie, as an example. Just started Rare. Let's have a peek at Rare. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to cook, man. This is going to cook. So you're going to have Ederson in goals, classic Kiwior, and then double mid Simsier Asensio at gun up front. And also there's some depth and whatever. That is quality, mate. This is really good. Asensio was 60 quid 14 days ago. That feels kind of wild. Yeah. Asensio for 60 quid would have been fun. I wish I thought of that. Is that a forward as well? It is. Yeah, I like your build, mate. A lot. Right, you guys in the live chat, these have hung on. Some of these have left. Crazy fools. But I've got a regular Braze Mendes to give away. We've got a member giveaway that we crafted today, and Eva Nielsen. So we'll give that away to one of the channel members. I've bought too many Braze Mendeses. I only want special editions in the Sociedad collection, so I did not want to use this regular one. I didn't want to own it, so I want to give it away to one of you guys. And the question, right, let me think of the question. The question I'm going to have, what's the question? We'll make it on the current game week somehow. Okay, right. I've got the question. Are you ready? The answer is going to be a player's surname. I only want their surname. Their surname has to be spelt correctly. I'm going to ask you a question in a minute. The answer is a player's surname. Before I ask you the question, type into the now. Don't send it, but pre-type your Sorare manager name so that when I ask the question, you already have that sitting there, and then you can just type the answer. So then when you send it, I see Sorare manager name and answer, and then I can just get the winner and send it to them quickly. Okie doke. If you don't have your manager name, you're not included. Okay? Ready? Celtic beat Falkirk by 1-0 this midweek. Who was Celtic's highest scoring player on SO5 or SO7? Go. So put this on screen here. The correct answer is Schmeichel. S-C-H-M-E-I. 85-pointer. And the first correct spelt answer is Graham. Congratulations, Graham. Luke Jones right behind you. Yusuf went with KT. Aspel went with Engels, but said Angela. A few guys were quite close. Somebody said Jasper, which is hilarious. Thomas Ronyon came in with the Casper as well. Thanks to everyone that participated. Graham, well done. Very prolific on these chats. You win the braze. Thanks to all the members. We've got a new member today. Thanks again for picking up your season ticket. All Day Skills. Thanks to all the channel members for tuning in today as well. We'll have a member giveaway in the next rapid, essentially. I definitely just got another ice one, didn't I? Yeah, I've got 2 ice brazes. Yeah, okay. And yeah, we'll give away Eva Nielsen to one of the channel members. Ideally, I want to give it away to somebody. I'll maybe do a wheel of names in the morning. I'll maybe do a wheel of names in the morning because I think Bournemouth, Brighton, yeah, that could be a good game for somebody. So I may do a wheel of names in the morning. If you're a channel member, stay tuned. I'll try and get this out rapid to you all. Thanks again for all the support. I'll see you tomorrow. Me and Harry Boy will be here for the deadline show as we preview all the starting 11s and cram in all the last minute info before we get into the weekend game week. Thanks again to all you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch you on the next one.